How does it feel to see your fighter getting this big type of reaction in Las Vegas as the line is like wrapped around the entire building?
You know, I think that his performances merit this. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him, trying to be the face of boxing, trying to be the new guy in the block that attracts the attention. So I'm happy to see this for him.
He's yet to have a big fight here. Do you see that coming in the near future?
You know, I hope so. Tomorrow night we'll see a fight that will be foretelling to what happens for us. That's why we're here. We're here to see a good fight between the two guys, and hopefully the winner gets in the ring with my fighter.
Have you been stressed out at all with all that's been coming out from the Canelo camp about the 155 catchweight?
No, people have to understand that Canelo has, or the winner, I should say, is now you can't say Canelo's going to win yet until the fight, but the winner has 15 days from fight night, which is the 22nd, I believe, to decide whether they want to fight Golovkin or not. If they decide that they don't want to fight him, it's not the weight; it's a middleweight fight at 160, so that's not negotiable. If they don't want to fight him, then they lose the belt. The belt becomes Golovkin. Golovkin becomes a middleweight champion. So, stressing about something that really is irrelevant, no.
Do you really have faith that that's going to happen? Because like it's happened, like Sergio Martinez was supposed to fight him, Miguel Cotto was supposed to fight him. Do you really feel that the WBC is really going to enforce that if the winner of this fight him, that if they don't fight him, he's going to get stripped?
Absolutely, absolutely. 15 days before the 15th day, they will have said yes or no. And after that point, I think Mauricio's done a couple interviews stating the fact that they will get stripped. So
I interviewed him multiple times. When the Cotto Canelo fight happened, he was saying the exact same thing. So I'm just asking.
Well, you know what? Then I think then it goes to a different level. It goes above me. It goes into legal stuff that has got nothing to do with me. But at this point, that's what's mandated, and I have a copy of the letter that they all signed. Canelo, Golden Boy, K2, Golovkin. So if they don't live up to their word as a man, honor their word, then I don't feel nothing for them.
Now, I think we will both agree that Triple G, he needs that marquee opponent to shut all the haters up out there, right?
Well, what happens when you fight that marquee opponent? Who do we fight next? You know, who's after? If Canelo is the next guy, who's after Canelo? So the important thing for us, being GGG is 34 years old, is to keep him busy. I'd like to see him fight 3 times this year, whether it's Canelo or somebody else, but 3 times this year. And that way we can get closer to the great Bernard Hopkins' record of 20 defenses. And if we do, then I think we're accomplishing something other than we're getting that marquee fight.
I think everybody still needs that marquee fight, don't you think?
Yes, of course. Marquee fights for legacy. But as far as his record and as far as what he wants to accomplish, he wants to be the unified middleweight champion. And until he does that, marquee fight is not important to him, really. It's important only to the fans, to him, that unified champion in the 20 defenses, breaking that record that Bernard Hopkins has, the great Bernard Hopkins. And imagine if he did it with all 21 knockouts. If he broke the record with 21 knockouts, that'd be even bigger than a marquee fight, in my opinion.
In your opinion, does it mean the same as him beating Canelo or Canelo handing him the belt?
I would like to see him beat Canelo, but if Canelo's not brave enough or is not man enough to honor his commitments or his word, well, then we'll take it whichever way.
Aren't you just tired? Like a lot of people are out there saying that he hasn't fought anybody. He's not wanting to fight. He obviously does want to fight somebody, but the other champions in the division don't want to fight him. Aren't you just tired of that whole thing? And has that caused you at all to think about dropping down to the 155 catchweight?
No, we're fighting everybody at our weight. We fought some world champions. We've never fought anybody under the top 10. We fought most of the guys that are in the top 5. Canelo has fought some fighters, but he's fought them at 154. He's talking about us fighting Lara and some of those guys that he's fought. But if they move up and we fight him at 160, then people will say, well, no, he was too small. So it's a catch-22. It's a catch-22. So no, we just got to keep him winning and continue to do what we're doing and making him look good, break that record, and go from there.
So do you think as soon as he breaks that record or becomes unified champion, he'll move up?
Oh, absolutely. That's the plan. He really doesn't want to talk about any other weight unless it's a significant fight for a significant money. Then, of course, you talk about everything. You know, money rules. But he wants to break the record. And after he breaks the record, then he's done what he wanted to do at 160. Then he'll move up or move down, whatever.
But all those significant fights that were a division above, it seems all those guys have either retired now or moved up in weight. Are those still realistic at all in your opinion?
Yeah, but 3 or 4 years ago, those significant guys weren't there. You know, there's
No,
gonna
I'm referring to like Carl Froch and Andre Ward.
I'm talking about those guys too. Those significant guys 3 or 4 years ago were not there. There's going to be significant guys when he gets there.
What do you mean they weren't out there?
Well, Carl Froch and Ward before the Super Six were just fighters. They weren't really significant names. So when we get there 3 or 4 years from now, if that's the case, then there'll be other significant names. You have Ramirez, who's a young guy. You have DeGale, who's a young guy. You have Adu Jack, who's a young guy. So those significant names will be there, just like those other names that moved up were there 5 or 6 years ago.